Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. We were just having a deep, intrinsic conversation where we were diving deep into some very touchy issues where we began talking about OG, Evelyn Lozada, basketball wives, and the conversation veered into colorism and it got really deep and prickly for a moment. And then next thing we know, the feed was cut. The feed was cut on YouTube. Listen, now more than ever, it is important that you know how to get in touch with your favorite content creators off of the platforms that they create content on. And for all of the people who are part of the text notification squad, you know how to get in touch with me if anything happens on any of these platforms. So right now there are 400 people in the text notification squad, and you can join the text notification squad with the link in the description of this video. So I don't know what happened. We were on here with a few hundred people, I think about 600 on YouTube, another 300 on Facebook, and then we're on Twitter, Periscope, and on my other YouTube page as well. And the feed just got cut, but we're back right now. We played the video in the last video and we were just kind of diving into the conversation, and I was actually following up with a young lady who made some statements that some people found controversial, and it seems like she has dropped off of the broadcast, which is unfortunate because we were really, really, really just pulling back the layers and having this conversation. So I'm going to have the people from the studio audience come forward. So studio audience, get ready to wave and say hello to the people. So come on, studio audience. Hey! 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 Stop it! What you over there wearing or not wearing, Lord? Hey, hey. Listen, thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna dive back into the conversation. I don't know what happened, but it could have been all of the copyrighted videos that we were using in the last piece. So who knows what happened? But like I said, make sure that you know how to stay in touch with your favorite content creators. And if you don't know, now you know. Join the text notification squad. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now, you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to tinytko.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance, you'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. tinytko.com/text. All right. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome. The link is in the description to be able to join the text notification squad. So we're going to talk with some of the people in the studio audience. Oh my goodness. I feel bad because, you know, it's difficult sometimes to have an open, earnest conversation and express how you truly feel and still be able to honor people and what it is that they're going through and their point of view. You know, so come forward, Tanya. I'm trying to bring you up to the front. Come forward.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Uh, Okay, I just wanted to touch on I forget her name, uh about the Colorism.
Yeah.
The sad part about colorism is that number one, it is real and it happens all the time, and there are like a certain amount of people that don't want to believe that is real. It is real, and that people experience that, and people sometimes want to deny a person's experience, lived experience, and it happens. It happens in families. It happens, even in school. Kids get picked on for being dark skinned, and they if a person is dark skinned and if they can have the same behavior of somebody light skinned, but the dark skinned kid will be punished more because
Yeah.
of their skin. So it's like they connect badness to or somebody being bad based on the color of their skin. It happens, in our own race, and it also happens outside of our race. But a lot of times people will deny a person's experience, and when they try to tell you that, they don't see it because they don't experience it. It's the same way we deal with micro aggression, racism
Yeah.
all the time, and somebody white wouldn't understand it even if you try to explain it to them. Just the look that you get. If you're in stores, you're being followed, and this, that, and the other. And when you try to explain that to them, they don't understand it because they don't experience it. And
Yeah.
sometimes if people don't experience things, then it doesn't happen. And sometimes you just have to listen to what somebody's saying, even if it's not your experience. You gotta understand and listen to what that person is saying, and let them, express their feelings on that, because it's just far too many people that want to deny that happened. And the situation with OG definitely happened to her. They pin aggression on her. If she can talk as loud as they talk, she was the villain. She was the one that was wrong. And she felt like they practice colorism on her.
Hmm.
Although there are other dark skinned people and on that show, but like you were saying, the phenotype of those dark skinned people, they present different. And OG, she has all the Afrocentric looks about her, her lips, her everything, her butt, everything is like she said is original. And they had an issue with it because she didn't allow them to say what they want to her, and she responded back to him. She threatened to break somebody's neck, but she never touched anybody. Although
Mm.
every woman on that show has fought, has through things, have said nasty, derogatory things to each other. But if OG respond back to, I mean, they said all kinds of stuff about her. They called her dirty. They called her ugly. They constantly called her ugly. And when she responded, she was the wrong one. She was the aggressive one. When she could have said the same exact thing they said, but because she
Mm.
said it, everybody seemed to have had a problem with her because she responded to the things that were being said to her, the innuendos that was being thrown at her. And she felt like she went through racism. I mean, not racism, but colorism, which is almost a form of racism, but they want to deny it because they felt like it's other dark skinned people or this other dark skinned people on the show. They experience things, but in various different ways. But that colorism definitely happened to her, and it was her lived experience.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your perspective. Somebody stated that OG will be all right. OG will be all right, but what about the little girls who are at home? The little boys who are at home who have Negroid features, African features, and they're like hearing these things, and the crazy part about it is that we've all had experiences where we have gotten to some sort of argument or disagreement with a lighter complected person, and that person is considered more innocent. We've all had these experiences. So that's why it's confusing to me. That's why it's a little confusing that we are still trying to deny that this exists. So, Stefan, come forward.
Hey, Tanya.
Hi. So you're back to talk.
So with Morticia, that was Morticia that dropped off the line.
Yes, well,
I
I don't like to discuss people who are, I don't like us discussing former, callers who came before and stuff like that.
so okay. So this is what I'll say. Colorism is sorry guys. Colorism is definitely real. With me being light complected, it's a different experience because you could be around people who don't recognize that you are half black or that you do have black in you, and they slip up and say things like I was hanging out with this one girl. She was a white girl, and I remember sitting in her Jeep, and there was this black lady that was in the car. She was backing up, and I mean, she almost did hit the Jeep. She almost hit her car, but I remember her being like, "Watch out, you nigger," and that's what she said. And I just looked at, I was like, "Wait, what?" And she was like, "Oops, I'm sorry. Um, I didn't mean that." And I was like, "Okay, well, you do realize that I'm black. Like I have black in me, and when you're calling that woman a nigger, you're calling me a nigger.
Wait, I'm so
Period."
sorry. The person you were in the car with said this?
Yes, yeah. And
Oh.
because I'm so light complected, I think people forget, Tanya. They forget that they're not hanging out with the white man. You know what I'm saying? And so she slipped up, and this woman, black woman, was dark skinned, and she was backing up, and she was like, "Watch out, nigger." And I was like, "Wait a minute, hold up, really?" And so there's other instances that I've noticed is like with mixed people or with anybody, we'll say. There's this guy that works where I work, and he is black and white, but he looks like me, basically, with colored eyes. He's biracial. Yeah, I realize that I'm biracial. Um, but he kept saying, "This girl is annoying, this girl's annoying." And I was like, "Well, obviously she likes you. This black girl likes him." And she kept talking to him and hey and hi, just kept, I guess, annoying him, but like in a flirty way. And I was like, "Dude, can you not tell that she likes you?" And he was like, "Ugh, I don't like dark skinned girls." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" So wait a minute, she's completely taken off the dating list because she's dark skinned. And I thought she was pretty. I still think she's pretty. But like her being dark skinned completely took her off being desirable or favorable. And that's colorism. And if we're gonna get
Yeah,
like really
but
deep,
this is being
I've
perpetuated. This is being perpetuated by other black people.
if we're gonna get really deep, I've mentioned this in another video that I felt like I'm a colorist, and I'm man enough to admit it that I'm not a colorist when it comes to women, but then I don't like women, and so there's this disconnect that I love the way black women look. I think black women are beautiful, but I don't look at black men that way. I'm not attracted to black men. However, I must be a colorist because if I see a black man that's light complected, I think he's cute. But it's the shade that is that distinction. Do you know what I'm saying? So I admit that I am a colorist. And
Wait a
this is
minute. I'm
something,
trying to
yeah, I know you're
understand. I'm
laughing, but
trying
I'm
to
being
understand what's going
serious.
on. So there was a guy at work who was biracial, and he did not want to date with a woman because she was darker brown. And you were like, "Oh, so a person is taken off of the market because they're darker brown." And then you don't date black men.
I
Make
know
this make
the
sense,
it's
please.
like
Make this make
hypocrites,
sense.
it's being hypocritical, right? But it was just like, I guess it made me more upset because that was like a reflection of me. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, ugh, why are people like this?
I'm listening.
Yeah. So my thing is, I think the colorism with me, it stems from like I was molested when I was younger, but by a black man. And so he was a darker skinned black man. And I think that's what it stems from. I think my colorism stems from me not trusting black men in a romantic way. And so when people say, "Oh, you don't like black men, you don't like your own race. And I'm like, I just don't, there's something that puts me off about black men in that type of way, like dating wise.
Okay.
So
Have you gotten any type of therapy about this?
like, listen, I put a whole video on Facebook about this. I was like, I need some suggestions. I need something to help me get out of this pattern of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Have you gotten therapy? That was the question. Have you gotten therapy about this?
Yeah, I've gotten therapy, but not for the colorist thing. I've gotten therapy about molestation, but
Okay.
not my therapist doesn't know that I have colorist thoughts like that towards black men.
Maybe
I
this is something that
self-aware. I admit stuff like that. I'm self-aware.
maybe this is something that you may be able to bring up in therapy, you think? Are you still in therapy now?
Yeah, I'm still in therapy. I'll go to
Okay.
therapy on the 19th.
Okay. So is this something that you think that you may be able to bring up to maybe kind of weed through some of the things that may be going on the inside?
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, and then also, is your black father in the picture?
He's like, I live
Okay.
in the same town as
That's
him.
listen, that's the answer. We know. We could hear it. We see it in your face. Okay, so is your father dark complected?
He's brown
Oh,
skin.
okay. So yeah, there could be something there that may need to be delved into a bit more. You know, if you have a dark complected father, you were assaulted by a person darker complected, and then there are these issues because obviously there's some sort of conflict going on the inside where you hold
Definitely.
a
And it
standard for other people that's not being replicated within yourself.
I agree. And it hurts me because I feel like I'm limiting myself. And I feel like, and yes, to Miss Law, there is a lot of gay men have been molested.
I
You're
really
not
wish that
wrong.
we would not say certain words inside the video. Keep
Oh,
going forward.
sorry.
Well, this video is
Yes,
done for now at this point.
it's gone. This video has, it's messy. But I do think that I have limited myself. I think I could be missing out on, like, what if my love of my life is a black man? Do you know what I'm saying? And so I think about that all the time. Like, I hate that I have those feelings or those thoughts in me. Like, I really, really hate it. I don't want to be that way at all, Tanya.
Okay, well, you said the 19th, right? So we'll check back with you, see if you brought that up. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you so much for
Love you,
sharing.
Tanya.
Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's read some of the apples that have come in. I All right. So B sends $7 and oh, this is must be a little less than £7 because it has a little pound symbol in front. Just sending. Okay. Well, at least now we're broadcasting late enough so that people in England can catch it early in their morning. And she says, also, I'm happy to mod if you require any more. Yeah, I do take on mods, but it has to be somebody who is a frequenter of the show who understands my temperament and the standards that I hold on the show. Zahara sends 111 and says, how do I call in? I guess we ain't taking no calls tonight. So maybe we'll have to try to get some calls in on another show. We have to figure out how to route that. We still having technical and sound issues just on this broadcast alone. So Zakia sends $20 and says colorism is ingrained in our psyche, colonization. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Yaisha sends $5 and says, good show tonight. Thank you so much, Yaisha. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have a few more comments from the text noted from, well, these are the people in the studio audience are there from the text notification squad. However, I am going to open up enrollment in the studio audience in about a week or two, I'm going to open up enrollment. And so get ready for that. So Nettie, come forward.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Um, my take is, I keep telling y'all I'm old school. So back when I was in high school, I enrolled in a school that was predominantly Black.
Mm-hmm.
But they had colorism issues. Back then, my hair was much longer, had chemically straightened, and a little fairer skin than I am now because, I walk, so I stay in the sun. But only thing about that school was the darker people were treated differently than I was. I went to the school, the captain of the football team wanted to date me. Um, the cheerleaders wanted me to join. It was like I was something special. But for me, I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like the feeling. I have always thought the darker the skin, the more beautiful the person. So I've always been somewhat jealous of a darker complexion. Um, and I don't think people should be treated any differently based on the color of their skin. For me, it's your character, it's your intelligence, it's how you carry yourself in the world and how you treat other people. So I don't care how dark you are, you can be the most beautiful person in the world because you have some of these light, bright, damn near white that's so ugly because they think they're so gorgeous that everything's supposed to follow them because we have the skin tone. So we're so close to the white people, we have the privilege, but that makes you an ugly person. And the OG situation, I liked OG and I dislike OG. I like Evelyn and I dislike because they had their clique. That was a clique thing. With that show. If you wasn't one of the original members, anybody else came in was gonna catch heck. And because OG stood up for herself was the reason why they treated her the way that they did. If you just went along with the program and followed like a little lapdog, she would have had no problems. But because she was a strong woman, they gave her heck. So
Okay.
that was
Okay.
my thing on the OG thing, and I saw where she was coming from. I really did. I understood, and I didn't think that she was being treated fairly. To you know, because she's dark skinned, she's dark skinned. I thought she was a beautiful dark skinned woman. Mm. That was just my feeling on how society is. Like I said, I was the little light skinned girl in high school and I had my mother to transfer me to a school that was predominantly white, where I had to use my brain and not my color, because you just there you can go to class, sit up front, do nothing, and come out with an A. But I wasn't learning anything, so I had to go where I had to really push myself to get the grades that I wanted and needed.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right. Well,
The South.
not too well, I don't. All right. Well, thank you very much for adding your perspective. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Everybody stay blessed. We're not going yet, but stay blessed.
All right. All right. You know what? We're going to pack it up. We have a few more comments. We have a few more people from the audience who want to speak up. So we're going to have Stefan, is your hand raised again? Okay, let me let your hand go lower then. All right. So Cheryl, come forward, my dear.
Hello again. I was talking about earlier about complexion with my daughter and my kids, but also I see where she is a very strong Black woman, OG, and she stands up for herself. And a lot of times we need to stand up for ourselves and not be a follower, be a leader. and she was being a leader during that point. And she was letting the girl know, look, this is what's going on. I'm showing you what your man is doing. And it's time for you to realize your man is doing you wrong. And we always fight one another instead of fighting the man. And I'm just like, I can't understand why we Black women want to fight one another over a man when there's more men out there than just that one man. You know, why can't we come together and confront that man and show him that, hey, both of us women see what you're doing and it's not acceptable. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about the issue. You know, I see that she's a strong Black woman. She's trying to let the sister know, look, let's come together instead of fighting one another and confront this man and let him know this is not a game. You know, we're Black women, we strong. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I feel like, I feel like some modes of comment move the conversation along, and I feel like some comments just really kind of, you know, just express, you know, our hands holding pie in the sky, let's skip through the tulips and everything would be all right if we were just kinder to each other. And I feel like those conversations just don't really get to the heart of the issue. You know what I mean?
Right. I see what you mean by that. I'm not saying that they get along, but confront this man and let him know, okay, look, we two strong Black women. We might not get along, but you're not going to string us along.
You saw two strong Black women there?
Huh?
You saw two strong Black women while OG was arguing? What two strong Black women you talking about?
OG arguing with the other young lady. She told her she wasn't Black. Okay.
So after she said we not Black, they supposed to go skipping, talk about we two strong Black women?
No, I'm saying, okay, even though they can't get along, they may not get along, but they're going to show him that you can't play us either.
I just don't see how what this has to do with the conversation. Everybody knows you're supposed to be nice, you're supposed to be kind, but how does that?
I'm not saying they got to be nice, they got to be kind, because you're going, look, us Black women, we're going to have our problems. I ain't going to even say that. But I'm thinking they're showing each other the evidence that this man is playing them. That's what I'm saying. So get that out of the way. Then y'all handle y'all business, but get him out of the way because he was playing both of them. He's telling her, you know, I don't like light-skinned women. I want a Black woman. He's telling the other one, I want you.
Who did he say that to?
I mean, she said in the thing, she said, he want a Black woman. He don't want you. So he basically telling her one thing, and I don't know why she's telling the other one, because she's trying to tell him that she have proof that he's telling her something totally different too. So it's like both of them have, you know, evidence of him saying something to each other.
Got you. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. We got Yaya coming up.
Yeah. So like.
Oh, sorry, your mic is not working. It's not even working enough to be able to register that a sound is coming in.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, we can't.
No. Hello.
Try seeing if you could unplug your Bluetooth or check the cord. Maybe take the headphones out and just talk through the microphone in the phone. That might work better because it is not working through the device that you are using right now. Oh, she didn't drop off. Well, listen, she must be coming. Oh Lord, it's still the same. You took it out and it's still the same?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. When you watch the playback, you'll see what we mean when it comes to sound, because there's none. All right. Well, Stefan, is your hand raised again? Why is your hand raised up again and you just spoke?
He haven't lowered it.
You just want people to see your naked shoulders. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, what is the source of the issue of colorism.
This is the camera view that you want?
Uh,
This the camera view you want? Okay.
there it is. What is the root of colorism? Why is it so perpetuated in the Black community? Why do certain people feel like it's Black people who are perpetuating it, or if it's white people who are perpetuating it? And why is it our own kind? Like for me, for example, if I'm admitting that I'm a colorist, why do we even have issues like this in the first place? Where is this coming from?
We were steeped. Why is the cucumber a pickle when it's steeped in the brine? This is the system we were born into, and it's not just Black people. We showed images of Indians. We people all over the world, wherever colonization has reared its ugly head, have have this inferiority superiority complex compared to how closely you are aligned with the oppressor. So in India, we showed what they look like in Bollywood. But when you look at the population of India, let's see, India, let's see, people of India. I'm gonna search on Google and see. Let me pull this picture up. Let me pull this up. I'll be right back. All right. So when we look at people of India, right? I just Google people of India. There's brown people, there's lighter people, but why is it in the Bollywood movies that we're only seeing the light people? The people who are mixed with Caucasians.
They look more
I mean, they were,
Eurocentric.
yes, they were conquered. And so now when it comes time to, so if India looks like this, why does Bollywood look so light? Why, when we watch Indian matchmaking, why is everyone asking for their girls to be fair skin? I mean, look at how brown these men are. But why is it that you don't see any main characters? Your microphone is messing up too, Stefan. Why is it that we don't see brown characters like this? And this is just, I just Google people of India. Look, these are people from India. Why are there no women that are considered beautiful in Bollywood movies who have complexions like this? Why? I mean, anywhere that Europeans have gone and conquered, this is how it is. This is how it is.
So would you call that trying to think of the word colonization
Yes, of
is
course.
or imperialism?
Yes, of course. Of course.
And someone said in the comments that I should be ashamed that I'm a colorist, and
Listen,
I'm not.
listen, listen. We're not addressing people in the comments. If you want to be in the comments, you could come out of the studio audience. You could go battle them near. But if you want to be in the studio audience, you're gonna talk your topic. This is not the time to wield video power over text power. You already have the upper hand. You're talking to you want to use your time on air to address a nameless, faceless person. This just means that this is a pain point for you, for which you already said that you're going to work on healing.
Yeah, I
Because
will.
if somebody said, "Oh, a Stefan is dark, black, and ugly," it wouldn't hurt you, would it? Why not? Why would it not hurt you?
Because I'm not dark and I don't think I'm ugly.
Exactly, exactly. But you're honing in on one comment out of many because of the issue that exists inside of you, not because of what exists inside of them. All right. So, nonetheless, I appreciate you coming forward and sharing your heart and mind. It takes a lot of bravery. Give a round of applause. Your eyes are looking a little wet around there, like Godfrey's. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Send some hugs to Steph, and send hugs to everybody who came forward to have our conversations today. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming out and having the conversations. We are going to pull out of here. I'm going to let your comments come up on the screen while let's see. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. We're going to say goodbye to the people from the studio audience first. But hey, get your comments in. Comment now. Hey, thank you all for coming out. Thank you. And this was a difficult conversation for all of us, but I appreciate each and every one of you participating in the convo. If you want to join the text notification squad, the links are in the description. Don't worry, in about a week or so, I'm going to announce how you can upgrade into being a part of the studio audience yourself so that you can also be in the conversation. You never know what we may be talking about on any given day, so I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Here we go. Hey. Hey. Oh. Thank you all so much for coming out and being a part of this discussion. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, they say the music is way louder than me. Let me turn down my music then. And that is it. Song is over. Next time I'll get the volume correct. So thank you all so much for coming out. I will see you in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe so that you know how to get in touch with my videos again, so that you know how to find me. And let's see. I had to get that sound off of the background. What is the self-love lesson here from today's video? I'm going to let you all post and comment. What is the self-love lesson from all of this? What did you all gather is the self-love lesson? I want to know. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And the self-love lesson from today's video, there's so many out there. So many. I want to see if you all picked up on some of the self-love lessons. Come forward and speak what your self-love lesson is that you found or saw in this video today. There is a 20-second delay. So you have 20 seconds between the time that I announce the question and to answer. The self-love, I'm going to let you all answer first. All right. Couture is saying we need to do better. Let's see if we see any other self-love lessons coming out. Love the skin you're in. Oh, look, two people right above each other said the same thing. Okay. Let's see. If you bitter, it will show. We all have work to do. Acknowledge each other's feelings about their experience and not invalidating. Yes. Actually, as we read these comments, we can actually listen to our music. Why not? Why not listen to some music while we got the comments going? You know I love me some of this. All right. Read the bluest eye. Don't believe biracial propaganda. Let's see. Love the skin that you're in, whether light or dark. Be bold and love the beautiful skin you're in. I love myself and everyone. Love everyone, no matter the skin. Take time away to process things. Yes, that was a good one tonight too. Absolutely. Love your skin color. Your personality matter. Okay. Respect each other no matter the color. Okay. Decolonize beauty. Yes, we definitely need to decolonize beauty. All right. When you love yourself, you will notice how much the hate against you increases. Really? I don't find that to be true. You won't even be aware of it. You'll be so in love with yourself. Just like when you in love, you don't notice all these other people you don't notice none of that. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. I really kind of wish we never took up the mantle Black. I wish that we went from Negro to some other statement, because now we have to try to get away from calling each other Black. You know what I mean? Love and respect one another. Tanya TKO show. Perfect. Therapy is great. Do work on yourself. Thank you. Natty loves the music, or Nettie. Don't argue with people. The self-love lesson is allow people to feel how they feel and have nothing to do with how you feel about yourself. All right. Well, you know what? On that note, I appreciate each and every one of you. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And to me, the self-love lesson here is to educate yourself. Take time to educate yourself. Look into how you can make yourself more well-rounded, more experienced in other people's lived experience. Because when we listen, the information is out there. There are people out there, and everybody has a different experience. The experience of a Caucasian person in this country and a Black person is going to be different. However, if one group of people invalidates the other, it really hurts not just that person, but it hurts you and your lack of breadth and depth. The experience of a lighter complected person in a colorist society is going to be different. To say that you don't believe that a thing exists really kind of it has the same flair of people who say that racism doesn't exist, And so that is my takeaway from today. That's my takeaway from today. So on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe, thumbs up, share, and join the text notification squad. We'll go out on that note. So here we go. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance. $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/.